Hi, I'm Paul Davison, Barefoot athlete, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about the latest shoe from New Balance's Minimus range. This is the Minimus trail shoe, the MT00, and importantly this year, whereas last year the trail shoe from Minimus New Balance was a 4mm heel drop, this year we're talking about a zero drop shoe. So now let me run through some of the features of the shoe. The first thing about this shoe that I'd say is it looks absolutely great. These are the three colours we're selling, which is the green, the orange and the black. Now if you compare that with last year's Minimus, which when it came out I thought was a great shoe, this looked quite sort of old-fashioned in comparison and nothing like as slick and cool as the new models here. Now the shoe doesn't just look great, it's got some quite interesting characteristics too, and the first thing to point out is this upper. Now this is an incredibly thin material. I mean you can probably see my finger through it there. The entire upper of the shoe has got no seams on it whatsoever, so these strengthened areas are welded on, and in particular on the inside it's an entirely smooth shoe with no filling of any seams inside it, so it's particularly well suited to wearing with socks. But that thin upper means that this shoe comes in at 135 grams, which for a trail shoe is extraordinarily light, and probably there's nothing out there in the market to compare with it at the moment. Now it's not only the upper of this shoe that's unusual, the sole is unusual as well, because New Balance have kept the weight down low in the sole as well, and the way they've done that is to par away the material to the absolute minimum. So the sole effectively is this network of hemispherical rubber spheres in the areas that you don't have that much wear, and then these are protected in these higher wear areas with this much harder rubber. So we've got a soft, very, very light rubber in these sections here, and a harder rubber here that weighs a little bit more. But that helps again to keep the weight down to that incredible 135 grams. Now the other key characteristic of this shoe, and an important thing, is this zero drop that I referred to before. So what we mean by that is your heel is raised off the ground by exactly the same amount as your forefoot. So the differential between the rear and the front is absolutely zero. Now traditional shoes would have had quite a high heel drop, and last year the Minimus had a 4mm heel drop. So this is much more in tune with a serious barefoot shoe. Having said that, it's a relatively cushioned sole, so an extreme barefoot runner who's looking for the ultimate barefoot shoe would probably look for a shoe with less cushioning and give in the sole than this one. On the other hand, if you're new to barefoot running and looking for a more forgiving sole, then this cushioning here is going to seem quite welcome until you really get used to running barefoot style and your muscles and tendons get stronger. Now this is designed as a trail shoe, so this sole gives a fair degree of grip for running on trails, but having said that, it's not that extreme a grip shoe, and therefore it's not unreasonable to use this for a bit of road running or on ordinary surfaces. So this could be an everyday shoe for many people, and not simply a shoe that you only use for running on trails. So all in all, I'd say this is going to be a very successful shoe for New Balance. It's extraordinarily light, very comfortable, looks great, is very well priced, and also is a proper zero drop shoe, and that's what a lot of people are going to be looking for.